All right. Now, I haven't talked about the New York City mayoral election yet. Now, last month, they had the Democratic primary, and it was won by Zohran Mamdani. Zohran Mamdani. 1 second applause. If you are a Bernie bro, if you are someone who supports the ideas of democratic socialists, this is your guy. This is your guy. He's youthful. An interesting background. He is of Indian descent. He grew up in Uganda. I believe he studied African-American studies in school. And he is running on the Democratic Socialist platform. And so he has a vision for New York City that actually embraces and speaks to the needs of the majority of the people with heartbeats, not corporations or people. So therefore, Bank of America is a person, not legislative manipulation version of people with heartbeats. Okay. And so his vision for New York encompasses the needs of the majority of the city: housing, affordable groceries, and he plans to pay for that by increasing taxes on the wealthy. And so we'll get into a little bit of his policies. But yesterday, this video went viral. So Zohran Mamdani, he went to go see Wu-Tang at the Garden. And so here's a clip that they put out. Look at some of the stuff that's happening in here. It's actually pretty interesting.
Brother Zohran, what's going on, man? This is Jamal Bowman. Tonight I have
Jamal Bowman is a former House representative in New York. He was voted out after by AIPAC. I don't want to say he was voted out by AIPAC, but AIPAC spent a lot of money to remove him from his seat because he would not support Israel's actions in Palestine. And so, 1 second applause to Jamal Bowman.
Brother Zohran, what's going on, man? This is Jamal Bowman. Tonight I have an extra ticket to the Wu-Tang Clan concert at Madison Square Garden. Come through, clear your schedule, and join me at the Garden.
I don't know if that's a real voicemail. I'm not even sure. That whole conversation might have just taken place over text. You know, we are in 2025. I think maybe they just added that for this video. But at least we know how Zohran got to the Garden. Out here touching the people. He really is a man of the people. I mean, he did incredibly well with young people. He is really speaking to working class people. And that's why I said, if you're a Bernie bro, former Bernie bro, this is your guy.
How's it going? See you guys.
Good to see you, man. How you doing?
Thank you for making this happen.
Of course, man. Absolutely. They hit me up. I was like, yo, can I bring my man? And like, absolutely.
You already know how I feel about hip-hop and its potential to build enormous political power. No one has the pulse of our communities in the way hip-hop always has.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you, thank you, man.
You got my support.
Thank you.
God, what I'm hoping for you. Really
Thank you.
You are part of that continuum too, my brother, as you're bringing new energy and ideas and authenticity and humanity into the political system.
It's great to meet you. I've been a big fan for a long time.
But I'd love for us to get a conversation.
I'd love to.
There go Killer Mike. There go Killer Mike. 1 second applause to Killer Mike. But Killer Mike, man, Killer Mike be... There was a point in time I was like, oh yeah, well that's what's up, Killer Mike. And then now I feel like Killer Mike is libertarian or something where nobody pays for anything and everything is broken. I don't know. That is a terrible paraphrase for where he is right now. But Killer Mike has made a name for himself in the political sphere with this conversation. He was a Bernie supporter. And so we agreed on that because I did support Bernie as well. I'm a Bernie bro, still represent Bernie bros. 1 second applause. And so, it's interesting to see them here. I would love to be a fly on the wall with this conversation whenever, perhaps if we ever hear what they talked about.
Oh, thank you.
We're rooting for you, man.
Thank you.
It means a lot to us. It means a lot to the city. I was born and raised here all my life. It means a lot to us.
Thank you.
Well, shocking the world.
Hey, it's a real pleasure to meet you.
Styles P right there.
Prove it.
Jadakiss right there.
You in the right hand. Better than all states.
There they go. All of them right there. The locks.
Oh, man, good
How's
to
it
meet
going?
you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for coming.
It's a real pleasure.
Wow.
It's a real pleasure.
At a Wu-Tang show. Like, I got friends, they lived in Brownsville in the 60s.
Yeah.
But they was able to move out to Long Island.
Yeah.
Right? And now life is good. Then you got the people in my generation, like my aunts and them, we got in Brownsville, we got stuck.
Yeah.
So we probably like, let us out.
Yeah.
But how do you balance that?
I mean, I think a big part of it is to make Brownsville a place that you don't have to leave to have that same life. You know, there are too many people for whom stability, space, raising a family, you can only do it outside of New York City. The whole campaign that we ran on is about how do we make the most expensive city in the United States of America affordable.
Okay, I mean, I like that. That's a pretty good answer. He said if you could make Brownsville a place where you want to live versus a place I'm getting the fuck out here, excuse my language.
Exactly.
And they can afford it,
Yeah.
and they get the quality of life.
Yeah.
All right, so it's a mission.
It's Wu-Tang Financial.
Wu-Tang Financial. 1 second applause. Classic Dave Chappelle episode.
Like you in the movement you are building, hip-hop will continue to change the world. So listen, brother, let's make this happen. Call me back. Peace and love.
All right, now we're down to pictures. I want to talk some politics.
No cameras.
Zohran for New York City. 1 second applause. They did have that conversation. I'm curious what they talked about. So that's Mamdani. That's Mamdani at the Wu-Tang show. So here's a little background on Mamdani. This tweet's actually prior to the Democratic primary, which he ended up winning. But this says, New York has the chance to elect an African-born and raised Indian Muslim immigrant who graduated from NYC Public High School as a teen, supports BDS against Israel, and aligns himself as a democratic socialist. Can't think of a bolder statement to make in the Trump era. 1 second applause to Mamdani. Now, Mamdani used to be a rapper. Apparently, he used to be a rapper. And so here is a clip from a song that he has that's about his grandma. So let's listen to it.
Nah, no, cause I'm living my G. Kitty, my G. Run this whole city like a Ramiyati. Stay setting people up, I'm seeing the shawty. If you see me in the streets, don't be asking Guane. Bow down for you. Down for you. Make a sign for you. Give a crown to you. Bow down for you. Hit the ground for you. Make a sign for you.
Go ahead, make a rap for your nanny.
It's a rap.
Get the guap, spin the rack on your nanny.
Spin the rack.
Come through, give a dab to your nanny. If you really feeling good, spin a track for your nanny. Go ahead, make a rap for your nanny.
Go ahead and make a rap for your nanny.
Tomato.
But, because it has good heart. It's got a lot of heart.
Get the guap, spin the rack on your nanny.
Spin the rack.
Come through, give a dab to your nanny. If you really feeling good, spin a track for your nanny.
So, all right, so Mamdani used to be a rapper. So, you know, I don't take that as to be performative that he's at a Wu-Tang show. Now, here's Mamdani talking about his grocery store plan. He has an interesting plan for grocery stores in New York City. Let's take a listen.
I'll give you an example. When we talk about grocery stores, I've put forward a proposal for a pilot of one grocery store in each borough. These are 5 grocery stores that would cost $60 million in a city budget of more than $113 billion. And ultimately, the reason that we are so excited by them is we've seen that they've worked in Kansas. We've seen that when a feasibility study was done in Chicago, it was shown to be something that was not only feasible, but pressing and urgent in an urban setting. And finally, it costs less than half of what the city's already set to spend on subsidizing corporate supermarkets without any guarantee of cheaper prices, any guarantee of collective bargaining agreements, or that they accept SNAP or WIC.
Well, you take.
I mean, that's really a big deal. That's a big deal right there. One, you know, his grocery store plan is looking at a grocery store per borough, as he described. But that's the challenge, right? I mean, if there's a knock against capitalism, is that we spend tax dollars to subsidize corporations at no benefit to the people or to the tax dollars, outside of jobs, which they are quick to cut anytime the bottom line is threatened, the stock price drops, or there's some innovation in the marketplace, right? And so he points that out pretty well, in my opinion, in this little clip here. Take a look, dig deeper if you're interested in this race or if you're interested in Mamdani. But interesting plan for New York City. You see what I'm saying, that he has the broad mass of people with heartbeats at the core of his campaign here. Here is Mamdani's thoughts on capitalism. Thoughts on capitalism.
Do you like capitalism?
No,
Listen to what she said. Do you like capitalism? Like, you're not even allowed to not like capitalism. You know, people talk about capitalism like as if it's the only way, like as if money wouldn't exist without capitalism. You know, do you like capitalism? Well, capitalism at its core, its whole job is to extract capital out of everything. Out of everything, you know what I mean? It's not, that's when people talk about we need someone who's gonna run the government like a business. It's like, I don't think that makes sense. Like, I don't want someone who's gonna run the government like a business because they have different fiduciary responsibilities. But a business's fiduciary responsibility is to its shareholders. A government's responsibility, from my point of view, the type of government that I appreciate, its responsibility is to provide services for the people. And if you have an economic system and the government is supporting an economic system that doesn't actually add value and services to the people and their tax dollars, to me, there's got to be another way to do it. That is just how I view these things right now. If you go outside and say you don't like capitalism, they call you all kinds of names like socialists or communists or whatever. But our current system where we spend all of our resources giving tax breaks to corporations or tax breaks to wealthy people, that is socialism for wealthy people. We're taking public dollars and we're giving them to the people who need it the least. That is actually socialism. So here's Mamdani again. He gives a really interesting answer.
Do you like capitalism?
No, I have many critiques of capitalism. And I think ultimately the definition for me of why I call myself a democratic socialist is the words of Dr. King decades ago. He said, call it democracy or call it democratic socialism. There must be a better distribution of wealth for all of God's children in this country. And that's what I'm focused on is dignity and taking on income inequality.
Hey, I'm with that. One second applause. I like dignity and I don't like income inequality. Now, here is from Melanie Diarigo. She talks about Mamdani's plan to tax the rich. She says, Mamdani plans to tax the rich 2% tax on income over $1 million. If you make $1.1 million, you'd pay an extra $2,000. Watching working class conservatives and politicians completely melt down about this is wild. Now, the community note here says, according to his official platform, he will champion a 2% tax on all incomes over $1 million. Under this new plan, someone earning $1 million will pay an additional $20,000 in city income tax. The tax rate would go up 3.9 to 5.9% to those earning $1 million. And, you know, I'm pretty sure that it sucks if that's the case for those people. But that is a very small population considering how large New York City is and how few people in general earn $1 million. And I'm of the mind that the masses should not continue to subsidize people who are the most financially stable, who are in the best financial positions. Now, you could look at that $1 million and truthfully for everybody, you're only as rich as your debt to equity ratio, right? You could get $1 million a year, but you spend $3 million a year. Well, that is everyone's personal problem. That's the same thing that wealthy people and corporations and a lot of talking heads in the media say about people making $40,000 a year but they're spending $50,000, you know? So I say that is the same problem or the same conversation is just redirected in a different way because we have had wealth redistribution in this country and it has gone from the middle class and the lower classes to the top 1%. And so this is part of Mamdani's plan to change that in New York City. So of course, 50 Cent don't like it. 50 Cent don't like it. Here's what Mamdani said on the Breakfast Club last month about 50 Cent real quick.
I've proposed is that we raise $10 billion to pay for our entire economic agenda and start to Trump-proof our city because we know he'll use federal funding as leverage over this city. And we will do so in two key ways. The first is to match the state's top corporate tax rate to that of New Jersey. We are at 7.25%. They're at 11.5%. Corporations can pay it over there. They can pay it over here. And the beauty of it is that it doesn't just apply to corporations headquartered in New York City. Because when you say this, people will say, well, they're going to go to Florida. Mm-hmm. Wherever you are headquartered, as long as you do business in the state of New York, you are taxable for that corporate tax. We're talking about corporations that are making millions of dollars, not in revenue, but in profit. And the second is taxing the top 1% of New Yorkers. We're talking about people who make $1 million a year or more, taxing them just by a flat 2% tax increase. And I know if 50 Cent is listening, he's not going to be happy about this. Mm-hmm. He tends to not like this tax policy, but I want to be very clear. This is about $20,000 a year. It's a rounding error. And all of these things together, they make every New Yorker's life better, including those who are actually getting taxed. I've proposed.
So that's Mamdani. Here's what 50 Cent said. 50 said, where did he come from? Whose friend is this? I'm not feeling this plan, no. I will give him $258,000 and a first-class one-way ticket from New York. I'm telling Trump what he said, too, 50 Cent said on Instagram. Now, that's funny. But that's truthfully how capitalists work in a lot of situations, where you have people who are advocating for broader communities, broader societies, at the expense of the wealthy, the 1%, the corporate class. And someone buys them off. I mean, we've seen this with Fetterman. We've seen this with a number of elected officials over the course of history. And that's one thing that capitalism is really good at. Capitalism will target anyone that is trying to destroy capitalism. Capitalism will target any country that is doing well without capitalism. You know what I'm saying? And that's part of the challenge that Mamdani faces. He's going to have every business sector antagonistic to his plans coming at him crazy between now and November. You have Eric Adams, who is currently the mayor of New York City, who's running as an independent, as well as Cuomo, who Mamdani just beat. Mamdani just beat Cuomo in the in the primary. And Cuomo's still running. Okay, so all of the corporate interests are all over this election going into this space, but Mamdani has a lot of energy. He has a lot of young people. This tweet to me is pretty interesting. It's funny. It stands out in response to 50 Cent. Black voters will likely dismiss the recent chatter as noisy foolishness because Zohran Mamdani was born in Uganda and named after Nkrumah, majored in Africana studies, worked as a rapper, and easily carried Harlem and Bed-Stuy in the primary. Dude is obviously welcome at the cookout. Well, you know, I think this is a bit hyperbolic, but I think that more than anything else, this another example of the gravity of Mamdani's campaign so far. And it's going to be very interesting to watch what happens come November. Watch this space. Let me know what you guys think of Mamdani. Let me know what you think about 50 Cent's reaction. What do you think about him rapping about his nani? Make a rap for your nani. It is catchy. My name is Justin Hunt. Like and subscribe to the channel. Follow at The Company Man on everything, including The Company Man podcast, wherever you listen to podcasts. It's all happening.
Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. The mathematical breakdown of this mighty game of rap we in. It's boom bapping in. Systematical culture views, it's radical, it's all happening. Shaking hands and dapping it. Life through the lens of hip hop, from trip hop to yes, dog, you don't stop, you don't stop. Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. It's all happening, yes, it's all happening. Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. It's all happening, yes, it's all happening.